Hey everybody, how's it going? Um, Funny thing, I didn't know that intro was just gonna quit on its own. It's a good thing I was ready. I was about to go shut it off, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's done. There was no countdown. I thought it was just like an indefinite like swirl, and then I could just turn it off whenever. But always learning. How's it going, everybody? Happy Skol Sunday, Vikings fans and NFL fans. The season's back already. Like it never left. I feel like I say that every single year, probably because I do say it every single year, but the NFL's back. So, as some call the sports abyss, but no longer. All right. Even though there's been sports going on the whole time, like we know. But all right, everybody, how's it going? JJ, how you doing, man? Congratulations on all your continued success over on your channel. Yes, I am live again. I know. I looked back in my notes and it was a month ago. I've actually I've been more on my other channel, Tarot with Jade, if anybody's interested and you want to check that out. I'm back to doing both again. So but yeah, we're back. NFL season's back, and Vikings are back, obviously, at training camp. Always drama, always stuff going on. But yeah, here to talk about it. JJ, I'm doing really, really well. How are you doing, man? Are you enjoying the rest of your summer here? And two, for the younger folk out there that are in school and stuff, I swear every single year I hear back to school commercials earlier and earlier. Can you let the young people enjoy their summer? Seriously. Yeah, I'm out of school for many, many, many years, but I'm still just like annoyed about that, even though it doesn't pertain to me anymore. But yeah, it's going really good. Hope you've been doing well too, JJ. Very busy over on your channel. Yeah, Skol Vikings. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm always going to be a Vikings fan, but you guys know me that I call it how I see it. And if they piss me off, they piss me off, and I'm going to say it. So you've gotten a lot more people on your show. That's great. Yeah, I feel like you've been on like everyone's show. You've been on K-Fan, and now you've pretty much had every Vikings player on your channel. I think, who was the last one you had on? Was it Harrison Phillips? Is that who you had on last? But yeah, that's great, JJ. Good for you. I mean, you have like an amazing start, so that's great. Very proud of you. Keep doing the good work. All right. And it's always good to see you. Best nephew out there. And people, I think you're all subscribed to JJ's channel, but if you're not, go do it. Let me see here if I can put it in. Let's see. Let me find his channel here. I'll try to throw that in the chat here. And then I'll continue on, carry on a wayward son. But if you want to subscribe to JJ's channel, if you have yet to do so, scamper on over there. Click the subscribe button. All right, we got JV in the house. How's it going, sir? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great summer. All right. How is everybody? That's a fair question. How is everybody doing? Is everybody doing great? Getting antsy? Especially the NFL fans out there? Football fans? Antsy? Ants in your pants? Ready to go. There's honestly really no off season ever. I don't feel like anyway. And I was listening to the radio the other day, and I don't know if this was like said in satire fashion or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like the NFL is trying to have like a 24 game season or something. It's really it's really going to go year round. I bet NFL players are going to eventually just have like a school summer, like similar to how kids have the summer vacation, only it'll probably be shorter. Or maybe they'll get like a month off or something. Or it'll just be continual. What if the NFL just continues all year long and like players like dip in and out of the roster, to keep everything? Whoa, wouldn't that be something? Anyway, kind of like in hockey, where they swap every now and again. But that's during games. Thanks, JJ. I appreciate that. I'm back. And I feel like every year I do this too, like right before the season. It's like, I don't know if I go on summer vacation or what, but we're back. And I am planning on, I appreciate you saying that too, JJ. I really do. Thank you. I'm planning on going back and doing live commentary during the games too. I'm still going to do the predictions and the pregame, planetary pregame, and then I'll probably do a bunch of other games too, like I do. But I am planning on going back and live streaming during the games. So I'm back. I'm hoping to make it there. I am hoping to make it to Skol Fest. Yes. So hopefully I'll be able to see you there. Skol Fest 2, which is awesome. I think it's great that they came up with that. And yeah, I think it's great. Okay, that's good because seriously, like I know he's a young kid, right? He's like 21, but I still cannot get over like the picture, the video, whatever it was of him like walking into TCO for the first time, or like walking into the Vikings facility and just being like, whoa, like it looked way bigger than him. Like he just looks like a little kid. So that's great. Hearing rumors and rumblings too that there's a little bit of a kerfuffle with the quarterbacks. Like, who's it gonna be? I mean, it's most likely gonna be Sam Darnold, right? Starting, but we'll see. But that's good. I hope he continues to look good, and when he eventually goes into a NFL game, I hope he continues to look good for the Vikings' sake. So, yeah, exactly. Oh, I like that. Yes, Kirk. Yeah, bye, Kirk. Have fun in Atlanta. So glad he's finally gone. I can't wait to when the Vikings play the Falcons, and when the Falcons play the Cowboys. I'm going to try to watch that if I can somehow. But that's really funny. Yeah, exactly. Kirk, you go and flex your chains. Go ahead. Go ahead, okay? And then McCarthy can flex those rings. I like that. Angel, how you doing? Always good to see you. Yes, yes. Greetings from Oregon. I love that. Hope all is well on the West Coast, up in the northwest part of the country. I still got to make it out to Oregon sometime. I feel like I'd really like it out there. But yeah, good to see you, Angel. We all have our wings now, so it's official. JV, what do you got? I'm so sad JJ McCarthy is in the NFC North. He was my favorite college QB since he arrived at Michigan 3 years ago, and now the Bears have to play him twice a year. But as a Bears fan, for you, JV, at least you get to see JJ McCarthy play a lot more, probably, and being in the viewing area. So at least there's that, right? So that's good. You can still watch your favorite player, because it's always a bummer too when you follow a player, or you like a player on a team and then they go out of like your viewing market, they go to a different team, and you can't really ever watch them anymore. So that's kind of a bummer. So at least there's that, right? There's that. And then too, I do have my nerd notes today. But that kind of transitioned into I made a little asterisk. So Jordan Love, all right, people, highest paid I think he's like the highest paid NFL player ever in history. Literally every big deal that they do, that's what it turns into. So it's like whoever's the next one, they're going to be the highest paid, like whoever that is. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, Jordan Love got that money. Speaking of the NFC North, over Evil to the East over there, their quarterback got paid. I think it's like $220 million, isn't it, for like 4 years or something like that? Is that what it is? But I don't know. That's the one good thing I have for you there. JV with that, right? If you want to subscribe to JJ's channel and you haven't, go do it. You're very welcome. Always. All right. He's going to be so good in the NFL. All right, that's good. We'll mark your words here. We're going to mark them. It's going to drive me crazy when he wins multiple Super Bowls in Minnesota, because he should have been with the Bears quarterback. Well, JV, you can always be a Vikings fan too. I mean, at least maybe you could have them as when the Bears are done and dusted, they could be your second favorite, maybe something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's some pressure there. So I mean, if John, that being JJ McCarthy, because there's like 2 JJs now, so I don't know. I might just start calling McCarthy John. Because his name is it's Jonathan James, I think is his name, but John. Yeah, we'll see what John can do, and then what Justin can do. Yeah, we'll see. As a combination combo platter. But well, the Bears, you guys got didn't you get Drake May, right? And I heard rumblings that the Vikings wanted Drake May. So it's interesting, it's at least from your perspective, JV, that like, okay, your team got the quarterback that the other team that has your quarterback that you wanted. Something like that. Oh, yes, the link to my second channel. Let me do that. Let me do that. Thank you for asking. I should have had it ready to go. I'm trying to post on there, doing my readings. But yeah, if you want to subscribe, feel free. So there's my other channel. If anybody wants to check it out, go on over there. Scamper on over if you'd like. Who did the Bears get? Okay. Aventine. Did I say that right? Eager to see how the final 53. Yeah, for real. Exactly. And all these damn injuries. I swear, too. Mekhi Blackman, he's out for the season. Damn it. He was looking really, really promising, too. He was like one of my favorite, like, up and coming players as well. Like, damn it, Janet. Ah. So, too hard on the players' bodies. I agree. Yeah, and especially even if they're trying, I mean, because they already added a game, right? Because it's what is it? 16? No, 17 game season now. How many games are they playing now? Let me go back. They added. Well, we all know they added one. I think it's 17, right? Yeah, so it's 17 games that they play now. I'm just going back to my little predictions that I did back in June. Anyway, so I mean, even getting up to 20, adding a couple of weeks, like, yeah, when is there gonna be any time for like resting? There isn't time to rest, basically. If you're in the NFL, you have to play all the time. You never get a break. All right. Skol to all. I love that. Skol for life. Barbs, 1975. Good to see you. Yes, Skol time for everybody. Oh, okay. The Patriots got. Who did the Bears get? JB, who did? Oh, Caleb Williams. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, very good. Patriots got Drake May. All right. But yeah, I don't know. JJ, did you hear that as well? That the Vikings were interested in Drake May and that John was kind of like their backup pick? So I heard that. Rumors, rumblings. All right. Yes, that's right. Caleb Williams went to the Bears. Well, he's pretty good, right? And most of you know that I am not like a college football like savant or anything like that. So when the draft comes around, I'm pretty much just like, oh, okay, who do they got to pick from, and what's their deal? Because I don't watch college football, like the majority of you know. So kind of clueless when it comes to that. But anyway, yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, watch the Bears just kind of usurp everyone else in the NFC North because it's about time, right? It's kind of about time because it's been a while. So we're kind of at like the Bears' turn now. So we'll see. Mara's good to see you. Yes, good to see you as well. How are you? Are you kayaking, doing all the things, living life? I hope so. Hope it's going well. Skol. Yes, we like that. And two, because the Olympics are going on right now over in Petty, Team Iceland. I saw I think a Vikings Rube person had retweeted it on Twitter, and I'm still going to call it Twitter. But I don't know which Icelandic team, but they were doing the seal clapping. They were doing Skol, but they were doing the seal clapping. People, I was a little embarrassed for them. I'm not going to lie. I like the Skol chant. Obviously, it's like a Nordic thing, right? But the clapping over the heads, people, it's got to stop. And now it's spread. So now that embarrassment is spread to other countries, we need to come up with something else. I have suggested doing Skol and throwing the horns in the air. I have suggested that. Apparently that hasn't garnered any steam yet, so I can workshop it. But seriously, people, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm waiting for like Mike Zimmer to say something like, well, I enjoyed my time in Minnesota, but one thing I don't miss is having to do that stupid Skol clap. Or something, I'm just waiting. All right. What else we have? JV, the best quarterback from Michigan before JJ was Tom Brady. But then JJ came in and had a better career at Michigan than Tom Brady had in college. Oh, okay. All right. So now I'm concerned the Vikings are going to become the next Patriots. Oh, well, I like that. As a Vikings fan, that works for me. But yeah, that's an interesting point there that you make to think about. And hopefully John can live up to Tommy, as a player in the NFL too. But I think some of the criticism with McCarthy is that he didn't really throw all that much. I mean, obviously he did, and obviously he played great, right? Enough to get drafted into the NFL, but I wasn't he throwing a lot less than normal quarterbacks in college do, starting quarterbacks in college. Um, I know, I agree. It's Twitter. It's just like, why we had something nice? Why did it have to get ruined? Damn it! Why? Why? Yeah, I don't know. People get all that power, I guess, and then, well, because X is like, well, it's funny because X also is like the symbol for the number 10 too, and the number 10 is completion, like in Roman numerals. But I think he has said something about like the letter X meaning something to him or something like that. I don't know. And I'm wondering too, I just want to look this up quick. Like what number is X in the alphabet? I don't even know. I'm terrible at that. I have to, okay, so it's number 24. I was thinking that maybe it would be like, I don't know. Because just numerology wise, I was thinking it would maybe be like the number 10 or like it's the number. So it's number 20, 24. Letter X is number 24. And when you add 4 and 2 together, you get 6. I thought maybe it would be like, I don't know, like 20, a number that when you add the two numbers together equaled like 10 or 12 or something. But yeah, it's number 24. And the 4 and 2 equal to 6. And 6 in numerology is associated, well, I don't know a lot about numerology, but like 6 in the tarot and 6 in numerology is kind of associated with like movement and like moving forward. But anywho's kind of got off on a little tangent there with the numerology. But yeah, something about the letter X, it means something, or it's more to that. We got to dig deep there. We got to put the tinfoil hat on for that one and dive deep. Anyway, so H11, that's hilarious. That's really funny. Probably. That's got to be it. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, but did everyone else see it too? Did you guys all see it? And I refuse to do it because it's just embarrassing. But that's a funny one. That's hilarious. Good one. Jim Harbaugh's system is very run heavy. Yeah, that's what it was, which is why he didn't throw the ball as much as other QBs, which is another interesting point because now he's coming on to Kevin O'Connell's squad, and Kevin O'Connell doesn't really want to give the ball to the running backs. I mean, he will, but it's a pass-heavy offense that he's coming to now. So a little bit of a switch, but maybe hopefully for Vikings fans, for all of us, hopefully he thrives in that system. And still, when it comes to Kevin O'Connell, I'm still, where's this quarterback whisperer? Here's your opportunity. Okay, old John, your young John kind of comes in. All right, here you go. You got a quarterback that you can mold, you can tinker around with and make them work for your system. Okay, so you're not held back by Pizza Ranch Boy anymore, Mr. Robot Boy. I can't move. I can only do. That's all my. Like, okay, so now you got John here that is moldable. What are you going to do? This mastermind that I have yet to see. Okay? I've yet to see it. And speaking of Kevin O'Connell, once again, if we can just revert now and take a little pivot here, Jordan Addison, is it going to be adios for Jordan Addison? No, it's not going to be. Okay, but they do need to have some sort of punishment here because second time that there's been some reckless driving, and now this time Jordan Addison got I think it was DUI, driving under the influence, I'm pretty sure. Also, terrible way to pivot into this, but you just lost a teammate. I haven't done any videos or anything since Kyrie Jackson's passing. Horrible, very sad. Rest in peace. I mean, that is just so sad. And there were 2 other people killed as well. 2 other of his friends, former teammates. So that's just horribly tragic to have that happen. And then to have a member of the team get pulled over, what was it, like a week or whatever later? I mean, that's just Kevin O'Connell, enough with the coddling, okay? And you need to start, kind of putting your foot down. It's like, where's Mike Zimmer when you need him? You got to sprinkle some Zim in there a little bit. And that's just unacceptable. And have we still ever figured out if Jordan Addison actually has a dog? Last year when he was pulled over for driving, like, I think it was like 100 miles an hour, over 100 or something, high speed. Okay. Was there a dog? Did that dog ever exist? No, I don't think so. Me right now, as it stands, I don't think, what dog? What dog? Was there a dog? Do you actually have a pet? Probably not. Okay. And it's just like, he needs to set an example. It's like, you're not a rookie anymore. Yeah, you're still only, second year in the league here? But you're a professional now. You need to lead by example. Not to mention, you just lost a teammate to a car accident. Luckily for Jordan Addison, in his situation, nobody was hurt. But it happened once. Okay, it seemed like a slap on the wrist. Okay, then it happens again. Nobody's hurt either time. Are they waiting for somebody to get injured or something? Like, I think they should have said bye. So long, see you later. Like, we're done with you. We'll trade you. Let's get somebody else in here. Okay? We can bring Adam Thielen back for, a little less coin in the meanwhile while we figure it out. Because of all of Adam Thielen's shortcomings, he hasn't done any of that sort of shit. That's just unacceptable. And it's like, you need to lead by example. And maybe the, punishment is coming, but he's still out there catching passes and everything. Get out of here. Get out of here. I would say get out of here. Trade him. You use that to your advantage, this shitty situation. Anyway. Ugh. Got on a tangent like I do. All right. But it's just unacceptable. And luckily nobody was hurt too. Because what would have happened with Jordan Addison then if somebody would have gotten injured, or he would have gotten injured, or injured another person, or, killed himself or killed another person or whatever. So it's just, yeah. And there was room for improvement, okay, when he got pulled over the first time. All right, shit happens. You're being a little reckless, being kind of stupid, being a little dumb, being a little immature. Well, didn't learn his lesson. Like, when are you going to learn your lesson? It's, yeah. Probably sound like, old person over here, but still, it's important shit. Anywho, all right. Oh, that's so funny, Angel. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it. I usually don't read ahead. I usually just do one at a time. He should. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So, yeah, he should. I mean, I'm surprised he has not already, which just leads me to believe, okay. I heard that he'd be suspended like 4 games or something, but this is just all rumors and hearsay. I honestly think they should have traded him. Bye. See ya. See you later. We don't need you. Make it work with who you got, okay? Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'm sure I'll go back to it at some point, but yeah, Jim Harbaugh's coaching the Chargers now. Yep. So I think more people will realize it's Jim Harbaugh's system when the Chargers are a very run-heavy team this upcoming season. Yeah, and you wonder, too, if Harbaugh will, tinker around with the way that he coaches it all. I mean, probably not, because you stick with a system that works, right? But if everybody's expecting you to do one thing, but I don't know. Maybe he might pull a rabbit out of his hat and surprise everybody a little bit. But we'll see. Yes, could be a Roman numeral. Yes, it could be. Because, yes, the number 10 is associated with completion, and astrologically it rules the 10th house in astrology. The number 10 does, and the 10th house is the the highest point on your chart. It's like your career and your public image as well, and it's ruled by Capricorn too. So interesting. And Capricorns are very, it's like old, it can be like old power and old rules and structure, old money too. So anyway, as a sun in Capricorn, I know the goats. We're the goats over here. Anyway, so yeah. Will probably come next year. It's like what? I mean, like I'm not whatting you for the comment. It's just like if that does, there's something, and this is where like just as on like a people level, on like a humanity level, this is why the NFL is just, and a whole bunch of shit, but we're talking about the NFL, is just so infuriating. It's like putting people on a pedestal that don't deserve to be there and like worshiping like murderers and things like that. Like, what the hell? It is so twisted and weird. You know, it's like, why is everything so twisted and weird? Why? And come next year, it's just like, because of like, why would it have to come next year? Right now, lay the smack down. Go sit at home. Go sit your ass at home. You're not coming to training camp. You're not playing. You're not doing anything. Go sequester yourself. Go sit in isolation. Goodbye. That's your punishment. Go have a timeout. Get out of here. It's just enraging. Enraging. All right. I think having Sam Darnold start for all of next year, for all of this next year, is what's best for the Vikings organization, because it'll give KOC the runs needed to mold JJ into becoming a quarterback that fits his system best. Yes, I would agree, right? I mean, you didn't bring Sam Darnold in for nothing, did you? Right? So, and yeah, why rush putting him out there? But at the same time, on the flip side, you're like, okay, if JJ McCarthy seems ready, why not put him out there? But yeah, in time we'll see. We'll tell. Time in due time, we will know. But to me, what JV is saying, that would make sense. Again, giving John a chance to know O'Connell's system and know it best. And two, the Vikings were able to get Aaron Jones, so they have a veteran running back that knows what he's doing, that still has gas in the tank, which also gives a little bit more like cushion, I suppose, to not having John go out there right away when he's ill prepared and not necessarily ready. But at the same time, you got to push him out of the nest eventually, right? All right. I heard Addison is getting a 3-game suspension to start the season next year. And when we're saying next year, you guys mean like 2025, right? Is that what you mean? Like 2025? Or do you mean like this next year? What do you mean? I'm totally not a sir, but hey, I'm a lady. But thanks, Laser, for coming on through. That's the first time I've been called a sir, pretty sure. So yeah, that was the first time for everything. Okay, but I like seeing the Twitch people come over. I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Addison bought right. Yeah, exactly. Like, who has a dog that I can borrow? Like, I need somebody's dog that I can borrow. Yeah, to cover up his excuse. Yeah. That's interesting. Oh. Never heard that one either. Laser, you got all these ones that I've never heard of before. No, I don't consider myself a rodent. No. Don't trade Addison, but really punish him. I mean, that would be fine. Yes, that would work too. But I do think, like, I don't know. It's like you could make something good out of a kind of a shitty situation, right? Like Jordan Addison, you're kind of troublemaker, and it seems can't stay out of trouble a little bit here, but you still have ability. You've proven yourself to be a good wide receiver, so another team will turn a blind eye to your shortcomings. So trade them. These are things, but the Vikings don't operate like that. They just don't operate like that. They don't. History has shown they don't go for the jugular. They just don't do that. That would be a move to that'd be like a going for the jugular move here. Like, okay, that's enough. But we're going to make something out of this shit situation. Okay. We're going to make some creme brulee out of this shit sandwich. We are. Watch us. But Jordan Addison better not become Henry Ruggs. What happened with Ruggs? Okay, what happened there? I'm not familiar. Fill me in. Fill your girl in. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been like, I think like 5 or I think next year will be year 6. I can't remember when I went vegan. I really can't. I think it was in like 2019. 2019. I was vegetarian. Well, yeah. You guys don't need the whole spiel, but I used to eat meat back in the day, like growing up and stuff. I had all the stuff. Never was eating, never a fan of hot dogs though. Even when I was eating meat, like, no, I don't know what is in that mystery, but I don't want a part of it. Okay. But then I just like slowly gave up like meat products, kind of like one by one. Like I gave up like eating beef and pork. And then I still would eat like turkey and chicken. And then I stopped eating like turkey and chicken. And then I was only eating like fish and cheese. Then I stopped eating fish, but I was still eating cheese. And then I stopped eating cheese, and then you're vegan. Do the vegan thing. So it was like a long time. Yeah. But I think I've been like vegan, like full on vegan for, I think it was 2019. Like, I think time. What is time? But yeah, still doing the vegan thing. Oh my God, what happened with him? I feel like I'm out of the loop. I mean, I listen all the time, but what happened with him now? I'm looking it up. What's going on? Did he get injured too? What's going on with him? Oh, I'm just looking up the news here. I swear I can't keep up. Why Cameron Bynum is the Vikings' next logical contract extension candidate. I think JJ, you had him on your show. You guys are like homies now, aren't you? Pretty much. Viking safety Cameron Bynum on Minnesota ceilings. I expect a Super Bowl. I mean, hey, that's a good way to look at it. I'm not against that, and I like Cam Bynum. I think he's a good player. I think that they should keep him around. I mean, Harrison Smith can't stay on the team forever. PA is like one of your best friends. I mean, he's not a bad guy to have as your best friend. And it's like, and PA too, it's, I was going to say, if he ever retires, you can take a spot, but I'm like, I don't know if he'll ever retire because PA is a Capricorn. Speaking of Capricorns, his sun sign is in Capricorn. Like my sun sign is in Capricorn too. And Capricorns are also very, very notorious with, working. It's just like all work. Like work is number one. Making money. We like that money. We like that work. And usually they stick around for the long haul because Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, and Saturn is in it for the long haul. Like if you want to do something like and put in effort, when you want something to stick around for a really, really long time, it's like utilizing Saturn because Saturn is in there for the long haul too. And that's why Capricorns too can be known as like workaholics too. So it's just like, I don't see PA like giving up that job, either, just because it's just not a Capricorn way of doing that, but we'll see. But maybe is this year going to be the year, JJ, that you've joined them in the booth, him and Pete Bursich too is also a Capricorn. Me and him have the same birthday, which is interesting. But so 2 Capricorns in the booth. And JJ, I know you have a birthday coming up too, because you're a Leo. And Capricorn and Leo usually work really, really well together. I've talked about that a little bit on the channel before, but yeah, that Capricorn Leo dynamic can be very special and work really well, really well. Like example of that just comes to mind is The Bodyguard, Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. So anyway, and also Dolly Parton having the song, and she's a Capricorn, having I Will Always Love You, and then having Whitney Houston, who was a Leo, she covered that and had a lot of success. So that Leo Capricorn dynamic can work really well together. Oh, okay, good. All right, so this season, all right, I was getting all bent out of shape about it, but all right, cool. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, that makes more sense to me because I'm like waiting next year. That's like, the judicial system when you have to like wait like months for a trial or something, and usually like something happens and then if you have to go to trial, it's like years later, it seems. So got it. Thank you. H11. Did you hear your governor or mayor is one of the nominees? Okay. I had heard something about that. Yeah. I think there's just kind of like whispers about that, right? Like whispers about that. For Tim Waltz. But I know he's been very like vocal in the news and stuff. So wow, that would be something. Man, Minnesota too. We always, people in Minnesota, we always like to be involved. We always like to feel special. If anybody like is born in Minnesota but then gets raised somewhere else, that we claim you as ours. So very loyal too, very very loyal. But yeah, so that'd be interesting. And two, for my other channel where I do tarot and astrology, it's mainly tarot, but I do astrology on this channel and the other channel. But I did a tarot card reading for Kamala Harris today, actually, earlier today. I'm hoping to have that posted tonight on my other channel. But it's interesting that you say that because just a teaser for the reading. If anybody wants to go check it out, I am planning on posting that later today on my other channel. But something that came up for her in the reading was her having difficulty choosing a VP and potentially choosing between two people. She's having a hard time choosing between two people. So interesting that you mentioned that. We will see. I think if the Vikings put Addison available for trade, a bunch of teams would look past. Yeah, I think so too, which is why I wish that the Vikings would do stuff like that sometimes, but they don't do that. Like they had an opportunity to do that with Dalvin Cook too. Like Dalvin Cook was like a perfect example of they could have really used leverage, like a player that they had for many years that they got a lot of like mileage off of, let us say. And okay, you start to see that slipping away a little bit, but other teams don't see that yet. They still see that he's like an amazing running back, know that his time is coming to a close and also his history, and put him up for trade so you can get the most out of that trade. They do not do that. It drives me nuts that they don't like make those big power moves ever. It's like they're too timid and too scared. And that's why, in my opinion, they have not won they have not won a Super Bowl because they don't have that extra like we're gonna go for the jugular attitude. And like, oh, we made it to the NFC final game. Like, that's fine. That's okay. We did pretty good. We did a good job. It's like, yeah, you did a good job, but you didn't go all the way. That's the whole point, right? But, go off. Okay. Seriously, just put a dime in. Don't even have to put a quarter in. Henry Ruggs sped his car real fast and killed him. Terrible. Okay, I hate him. He can rot in hell. That's all I need to know. Okay, that a woman and her dog were killed. No, hate him. Hate him. Is he still in the league too? I don't know. I can't stand him. I don't like him. That's all I need to know to not like. But I am interested to know, is he still in the league? It wouldn't surprise me. Anthony, what do you got? I love JJ McCarthy. I love JJ McCarthy, that opening day pitch though. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's so funny you mentioned that. I want to watch that. Yeah. What was that about? Let me watch that. All right. I swear I saw something about this. I mean, he looks like just looking at him he looks like he could be a baseball player, but we all know what happened. I'm trying to find a video of it here. Hold on. Okay. I have to wait for an ad. Let's all watch it together. I think I just saw a snippet of this. Thank you for bringing it up. Bringing it to the chat right now, because let's all watch it. Hold on. I'm going to find it. Waiting. Okay, he got way too excited about it. Okay, I'm trying to get a close up here. It is funny though when people, and there's a lot of pressure with the first pitch too. I mean, there shouldn't be, but okay, this is just all right. Okay, I'm gonna share quick and then we'll watch it. There's really no sound. All right. I mean, they're both bad. All right, here's John John. Oh, and just had the wind up and scampering out of there. Gotta get out of there. I mean, it's very short lived. It's just but yeah, it goes way over here. Whee! I give people their props for getting out there though. They're on the first pitch. It's like a lot of pressure, even though there's like barely anybody in the seats. But yeah, that's funny. Which is like, if you can't throw a baseball, I don't know, man. Like, hopefully, okay, we've talked about foreshadowing before. Like, what was it, 2 seasons ago? When I watched Titanic before the season, I was like, I hope this isn't foreshadowing for the season. And then it really was. And I hope this isn't foreshadowing for his NFL career or his career with the Vikings as their quarterback. Yikes. Mars, who do you got? Thanks, Anthony, though, for bringing that up. That's hilarious. I think she'll pick J. I don't know who that is. JB Pritzker. And here's the thing with me, people. Like, I do not. I think maybe some of you know this, but I do not like pay attention to politics. Like, I mean, it happens, so obviously I pay attention in that regard. But like, I don't even know like the official like terminology and who the peeps are, and yeah, I'm kind of out in left field on that. So Kamala Harris should choose JJ McCarthy. Well, then he wouldn't be able to play for the Vikings. He wouldn't be able to play in the NFL. He'd be busy. As their VP, guaranteed. You know who she should pick? Okay, I just thought of this. You know who she should pick? If we're just throwing names out there right now, which we're just doing, Taylor Swift. That's who she should pick. But Taylor doesn't do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Taylor not in pot. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, she should choose her as her running mate. Like, this is Taylor's next thing now. This is gonna be her next thing. Like, you've done music. Okay, you're a huge celebrity, hugely famous. You've been in movies. Obviously, an accomplished singer, performer. What's next? People that are in entertainment, a lot of times when they've had their fill of that, they will then go into politics, won't they? Like the governor. Okay. Jesse Ventura also. So she should choose Taylor Swift as her VP. She honestly should. I mean, seriously. What if that happens? Remember that I said it here. Okay, everybody? Oh yeah, Mars, I have another channel. I put it in the chat a little earlier, but let me throw it in there again. I do tarot over there. I thought you knew about it. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, go subscribe. Go check it out. I do tarot readings. I've done some birth chart analysis over there too. Obviously, I do astrology over here, more sports related. But I do tarot card readings and then astrology stuff too. And I took like a hiatus from that channel for like 2 years. But I'm back over there now. So yeah, check it out. Check it on out. Did you put that in there? I just saw that now. Isn't playing anymore. He's too injured or too punished. Well, there you go. I mean, it's shitty. I mean, that's just so sad. It's just so sad. And I guess let it be a lesson and a reminder for everybody out there. Like, don't drink and drive. Just don't do it. Don't do it. And especially, it just seems like of everybody that has this like status, that like celebrity, or like they're in the public eye, or they have quite a bit of money, hire a freaking driver. Have somebody just drive you. Pay for somebody to drive you. Get a car service. What? Like Justin Timberlake too. Like, idiot. You moron. Hire somebody. What? Why? Whatever. But yeah, I don't like Henry and that poor lady and her dog. That's awful. Terrible. I mean, yeah, it's terrible he got injured too, but it's like, somebody died. Okay. So, oh yeah, how is this maggot Michael Thomas still playing football? I see, and this is where it's like, if we just, there's so many. I mean, and so many. Sadly, I shouldn't say so many. Sadly, there's probably a lot happening with a lot of players doing nefarious things that they shouldn't be, that we don't know about, that play as well. I'm sure. So that's just where it's like, is anybody just a nice person, a nice, normal person? Okay. Just do your thing. Okay. And aren't going around causing mayhem, killing people and shit. Okay. Is it so hard to just not kill people and to just, not do that? Like, what the hell? It's so twisted and weird. But yeah, I mean, there's so many. It's just like, why? Yeah. I mean, we could go off. I mean, this is like not even like tinfoil hat time. This is like real time, real talk. But it's just the way that people that have done such horrendous things are then celebrated. It's really sickening, and it's sad. It's just like, honestly, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So, anyway, try not to swear too hard on the channel, but sometimes it's like, oh, is that my other channel? Yes, yes. Thank you so much, JV. That is so nice. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Oh, he's your governor in Illinois. Okay. All right. All right. With that, how do you feel about, what can you tell us about him? Like, what do we need to know? That'd be a good pick, that if she would do that. I could see, yeah, Tom Brady running for president for sure. Yeah, I could see that too. Definitely. Yep. There's my other channel again. Oh man, it's just, it makes me worry. I mean, I don't want to like get too out of the box here, but yeah, I don't know. Just hoping for the best. I am like, back to the astrology again. I'm a little concerned about some like upcoming transits, and transits are when the planets move around in the sky. They're transiting in the sky, so that's what I mean, the planetary movement. And one planet that just changed signs is Mars, the planet Mars. Speaking of Mars, so Mars just moved into the sign of Gemini. And Mars is a planet that is where our energy is found, our ambition, our drive, our motivation. But Mars is also known as a malefic planet because Mars also, that's where you find like blood, knives, cutting, surgery, war, anger, and like policemen and like firefighters are ruled by Mars as well. But Mars just moved into Gemini, and there's ancient text that said that when Mars moves into Gemini, a king will die. So I'm just wondering how that is going to show itself. And king could mean a literal king. It could mean somebody that has Leo placements, because Leo is known as the king in astrology. But, and for the Leos out there, you don't have to get scared or anything like that. But, and it's usually like somebody in a higher position, like on a public stage, But the last time that Mars was in Gemini was when Nipsey Hussle was killed, and I believe he was a Leo. So now he wasn't like an actual king by any means, not like King Charles per se, but a king in his own right, right? So it's just going to be interesting to see how that plays out. That's the only example I have of Uranus and Gemini, but that ancient text says that. So I don't know. We shall see. And like King Charles, for example, he's a Leo rising, but see how that plays out. And then what else was I going to say about transiting planets? Oh, so Uranus will move into Gemini as well. And Uranus is what's unexpected. It's shocking. It's surprising. So Uranus is going to move into Gemini. I think Uranus doesn't get into Gemini until early 2025, maybe a little sooner. I can't remember. But the last times that Uranus was in Gemini was when there was like the French Revolution, and I think the Civil War also, one of the major wars for the United States. So it just makes me a little nervous about what's to come, and especially with the election, and the elections also around eclipse season. And eclipses are very, very powerful. They're, endings and new beginnings and completions of things. So we'll see. But I don't know. Pay attention. And I mean, everything that's going to happen is going to happen anyway, right? So just kind of have to do our best and hang in there and do the thing. So not trying to get everybody all down or whatever, but it's just something to think about it. I wanted to share. So, and I don't remember the ancient text, or the ancient astrologer that said that, but there was a lot of evidence with the Mars and Gemini thing, and a king will perish or a king will die. But anyway, all right. Crazy enough, Amensa for president. That's funny. I bet he'd do well. Yeah. Seriously. I mean, why has nobody said that before? Why has nobody said that? I guess I don't know. And Mars, I know you're sun in Aquarius. Maybe it's my Aquarius in me because I have a moon and Venus in Aquarius. And Aquarius is the new wave thinker. They think ahead in the future. All right, people. I said it here, okay? She should pick Taylor Swift for her VP. I mean, honestly, why not? Why not? Why not? I mean, I should have a whole show just about that, but the eventual Tom Brady versus Taylor Swift presidential. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that ever? Yes. A few years from now, we're going to have to come back to this, to this stream. She could. I mean, she totally could. This could be her foot in the door. Yeah, she could. All right. Hi, Alan. You just found out that I'm on here. Well, hello. Thanks for joining. Good to have you. Thank you for joining us. And good to know. And yeah, I said this earlier in the stream, but it had been, let me go on my nerd notes here. I think my last stream was on the 17th of June. So it's been a little bit. Okay. But yeah, back here again. But yes, Alan, thanks for joining in, popping in. Doesn't the NFL, they should. I mean, they should. That should be its own thing. See, we're coming up with all sorts of stuff here. We always do in the chat, all sorts of things. They should have that, actually. They should have, I was just going to say during the season, but all year around. Uber should partner with the NFL or some sort of Lyft or whatever, or the NFL should make their own driving thing, and it's specifically for NFL players and like their family or whoever, They should do that. Why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? They need to do that. Whoever's listening out there in the NFL land that has connections, because people listen, they watch, they do. They should do that. That would be like a really good idea, a lot safer, and it is coddling too a little bit, because it's like if you can't figure out to get your own driver, like that's an issue, especially if you do it once and you don't learn from that and you do it, and that's an issue. But yeah, they should do that. It's like babysitting. Seriously, like babysitting. Okay. Problem is yeah, I know. You're right. Common sense is not common these days. I know. I know. And I'm sure some people feel this way too, but like, I swear, I don't know why I'm surprised anymore. Like, by people, like, if I go out and like see something or somebody being dumb or some weird shit, I'm like, why am I even surprised by that? Like, why? Like, nothing should be surprising at this point. Like, every other doofus and everyone else is out there doing whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. Common sense is not that common these days. You're right. Oh, no, I know. I don't want to scare you. You don't have to be scared. No, Leos are very predominant in entertainment. A lot of Leo placements are because Leos, a lot of time, naturally, people just naturally gravitate towards people that have Leo placements. Whether it's your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, you have Mercury there, you have Jupiter there. But the thing is, too, we all have every single sign within us. Every single sign is associated with us. We might not have planets in those signs, but we all have a birth chart, and the birth chart is encompassed of all 12 zodiac signs. So we all are made up of every single sign. It's just, where do the planets fall in your birth chart? What sign do they fall in? What house do they fall in? How do they communicate with, other planets? That's why a lot of people don't feel like connected to their sun sign or their sign that they know, probably because there's another sign that has a cluster of planets in it, or another sign that is more predominant in your personal chart, so you don't feel like your sun sign, because your sun sign is important, but it can be overridden by other signs and due to other planets being there or angles and things like that. So that's why it's really important too, if people are interested in astrology, to get a personal chart reading if you can. And if you read horoscopes, I would suggest reading for your rising sign if you know your rising sign. And if you know your sun, moon, and rising, I would also suggest reading horoscopes for your sun, moon, and rising sign. So your moon sign is your emotions, your private self. Okay. Your rising sign literally is your body, your physical self, and your sun sign is who you are at your core. So your effervescence. Anyway, but no, I'm not trying to scare you. It'll be fine. Yes. You want to become a popular? Oh, dude, you already are, and you're on your way to even being more popular. And Leos are often again very, very popular. Often, found in entertainment as well. So it's like they're the stars of the zodiac. Is the Leos. He's a very cool guy. He's a billionaire philanthropist. Right on. His family owns Hyatt hotels. All right. He is all about social justice. Okay. All right. I wonder what his astrology is. He's also pro cannabis, and he legalized it in Illinois. That's cool. We like that. Yeah, at least I do. I'm all about that. Yeah. And that's why it finally got legalized here in Minnesota too. So, well, Waltz signed off on that. So, that's cool. Good to know. Good to know. There was something, H11 says there was something about 3D printing houses on the moon. Oh, I have not heard about 3D printing houses on the moon, but I have heard a lot about the base on the moon, and that, there's people and beings there now working on the moon, and they have been working there. They continue to work there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what they're doing. But yeah, I have heard that. People on I was going to say inner Earth, but the moon base, I guess I would say. But I haven't heard about the 3D printing houses there. Maybe too, that's where they test everything out on the moon base before bringing it to Earth as well. I mean, it goes beyond here. I mean, I know my little YouTube thumbnail said that, but we can go all over across the board here. Start talking about NFL and then go to aliens or whatever. So it happens. I had not heard that though, but I believe it. That could be true. What happened to a certain guy's? Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then yeah, that was insane. And some astrologers actually predicted that, called that happening. And the astrology of the assassination attempts was Mars was in play again. Mars was right on top of Donald Trump's. I'm pretty sure. It was either on his ascendant or wait, it was Mars was on his midheaven, I believe. So Mars is violence and guns and blood. Again, just a little reminder of some of the things that Mars rules. And Mars was very close to Donald Trump's midheaven, which is the most public point on your chart. It's the most public point. It's like you're exposed. And I believe it was squaring, which is tension, his ascendant, which is his physical body. So yeah, that happened. And with planets move in patterns. So some astrologers, were looking at Donald Trump's birth chart, and we know how Mars is moving. So they knew that, around that time that it was going to be that Mars was going to be on Donald Trump's midheaven, which again is the most public point in the chart. So they kind of called that out, which was, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and it's sad too that, people died in that, and just, yeah, it was just sad all around. And yeah. Yeah. So Vocal Vike, we got Rap in the house. We're taking a turn. Rap, good to see you, man. And just like JJ too, congrats to the success on your channel as well. And I don't know if we call it like a little revamp or whatever, because I know you've been doing the Vocal Vike thing for a while, but I think it's great. Yeah, I was actually just on your channel the other day too, and I saw and it's probably been there for a while, but I noticed that you have like the little expletive like on your background too on your channel. I thought it was very fitting. So, and if people are not subscribed to Rap's channel, go do it. I think everybody's already subscribed on here, but always good to see Rap. Speaking of celebrities too, basically we had celebrities in the stream today. We got JJ and then we got Rap. So there we go. Hi Bob, good to see you. How you doing? Yes, always good to see Rap in the house as well. Yeah. Two, I just saw a report that said if Jordan, two, Rap, I don't know if you're still here. I wanted to touch on Chris Carter kind of calling out Kirk Cousins, like the Vikings being like, good for them that they got rid of him. But I'll go back to that. I just saw a report that said if Jordan Addison were to have a third of the field incident involving cars, then the Vikings would get rid of Addison in that scenario. Oh, like the third strike rule. Mm-hmm. I mean, you would hope that there would be like major repercussion, like major, if that happens again. Hopefully it will not happen again. So it's like, okay, dude, you had an incident the first time. Okay. Now something happened again. So, okay, grow up now. Grow up and learn from it. Learn from it. All right. Yeah, always good to see him. Seriously, the celebrity in here. I'm telling you. Yeah. Why did you quit peanut butter? I still eat it. Oh, yeah. I try not to eat peanut butter. I really, really like it. I did actually just have peanut butter yesterday, but I was eating like a jar of peanut butter a week, which is a little much. It's just like an inflammatory, and like peanut oil is like it's a very good tasting oil. Don't get me wrong, but it's like one of the worst ones too. So that's just kind of why I just eliminated it, but I don't want to say that I never eat it because I did have a little bit yesterday, but yeah, I do try to just like stay away from it just because, yeah, it's probably like one of the worst, but yeah, I've had a few, I've cracked some peanuts this summer, threw the shells on the ground. I will say that. So, but I do try to avoid it. You eat tahini every day? God, what is the flavor in tahini that I don't enjoy? Oh, it's cucumber. I don't like cucumber. So that's why, I mean, I don't really eat tahini, but it's like if it didn't have the cucumber, I'd be all about it. But yeah, tahini's good though. Hey, SFL. Oh yeah, I like that. Skol for life. You're welcome. Of course. And your channel's just growing drastically too, which is amazing. Like I think you're really close to like 4,000 subscribers too. And you got your members as well, and you got the merch too. So yeah. I'm the real celebrity. That's so funny. We're all celebrities here. I appreciate you saying that. That's very nice. That's very sweet. But yeah, everyone else is. I'm just here. We're just hanging out. We're all celebrities, right? But too, I know, especially within the Vikings like YouTube community, everybody's awesome and everybody's great. And just like the NFL community in general, like everybody that I've collabed with is just awesome and great and really supportive. We know that they listen. People from the organization and the team, they listen. They do. They do. So they're the celebrities, are they? So yeah. Okay, I saw your tweet about this. I thought your tweet was something like people that put milk in first or whatever were like I don't think you said like insane, but you were just like there's something wrong there. I've always been cereal first. Cereal first, yeah. And I did try, like I have in the past, tried to put the milk in first, and no. I'd rather add more milk later if I need to, you know? But yeah, definitely cereal first there. It is good. It is good. It's hard to avoid. I had some yesterday, so yeah. But when I first went vegan, I was like eating like a jar of peanut butter a week, which is a little much. But yeah, I just try to avoid it. But yeah, it is very tasty. I agree. And yeah, everybody eat whatever you want, do your thing. You know, I'm not trying to sit here and tell you what to eat or whatever, but I don't think I'm coming across that way. But waffles over pancakes, French toast over pancakes, waffles over French toast. Whoa! Okay. This is hard because both waffles and pancakes are really, 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 really good. Really good. French toast is my least favorite of all three of them, but I'd like them all. Waffles over pancakes. Oh, that's hard. Okay, I'll agree. That's really hard though. French toast over pancakes, I disagree. I would do pancakes over French toast, and I would do waffles over French toast. Yeah. French toast is my least favorite out of there. And I don't know, maybe it's because like sometimes in the past too, it's like I've eaten a bite of French toast and there was like too much egg batter on there or something. Yeah. But I like all three. I do. Alan, you like peanut butter too? It is good. It really is. Okay, for the peanut butter people, crunchy or smooth or creamy? What's your preference? I used to, back in the day, and this was when I was younger, I used to do creamy, like when I was like, I don't know, 10, whatever, way younger. But then, now, crunchy. Definitely crunchy. Because I feel like you get more or something, even though you don't. But it's crunchy for me. But what does everybody else say? You did. I saw that. Yes. Congratulations. 10,000 is going to be the next one. You're going to be at 10,000 before you know it. That's awesome. Good for you, JJ. That is well deserved. I thought tahini sauce had cucumber in it. I thought it did. What am I mistaking that for? I thought it had cucumber in it. The tahini sauce? I swear, every tahini dip I've ever looked at has freaking cucumber in it. But yeah, I like sesame. I do. Yeah. I swear, maybe I was thinking of something else then. Because, like, at least the dips that you buy at the store, like when it says tahini dip, because I like all the other ingredients in there. But cucumber ruins everything if it's in something. I love pickles, though. Hate cucumber. Blech. So, sesame butter. That sounds really tasty, though. Now I'm getting hungry. Yeah. Would you rather have a burger and fries or and obviously it's the vegan version, but I'm still partaking, obviously. See, that's a tough one because I really love fries. And I don't even really like fake vegan meats now. It's like it's kind of like it's too real. even though it's not. So I tend to not even really buy like the fake, like the vegan burgers and stuff. But I do like a mushroom burger. Like if it's just made of like mushrooms, that shit is bomb. Um, but for this, I would have to say pizza. I would go pizza on this one. Right? You're making me hungry too. Your least favorite out of the three is pancakes. Oh, really? See, that's like that and waffles. I don't know. Pancakes might be my favorite out of those three. But waffle, no. Well, I picked waffles. So, waffles. But yeah, love a good waffle. And I used to also have fun putting syrup in the little holes in the waffles and in Eggos as well. I loved the Eggos when I was younger. I used to tolerate peanut butter for my PB and J, but meh, not anymore. Okay, okay. See, I was kind of the opposite. Like I used to tolerate jelly in with the peanut butter. Okay, and I don't even really love grape jelly. I know that's like the most popular. Strawberry, I like strawberry or raspberry jam. That's good. Um, and let me ask you this: do you like just jelly sandwiches? Because I don't. I would never have just a jelly sandwich or a jam sandwich, but I would have like jam toast. It'd have to be toasted. I don't know why. Something about like the non-toasted bread with the jelly. Oh, okay. Here we go. Peanut butter pole. Creamy. All right. Creamy. Creamy. Oh, peanut butter's cool and so is crunchy. All right. Oh, well, we'll do neither. Creamy. Either. Go JJ. It looks like Creamy takes the cake there on the peanut butter front. That's funny. Yeah. Mostly creamy. Nice. Oh, yes. Pickles are very nice on a sandwich, on a burger. I agree. Cucumbers are absolute trash. I agree too. um, the Beyond Meat burgers seem interesting, but meh. Yeah, I mean, you like what you like. You could always, like, I would say if you have that, like, as an option and you don't have, like, a regular burger or whatever, give it a try because it is pretty, like, comparable, especially as somebody who used to, like, eat meat. So I obviously know what that tastes like or remember. That's why sometimes I don't eat, like, the fake vegan burgers because it's, like, it's too much like the real thing and I don't miss eating the real thing, to be honest. So I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need that. This is true. This is true. Ooh, that's very tough. That is very tough. But that's hard. I would have to say like for like a savory item, probably like a potato or any like form of a potato, you know, like fry, whatever, mashed potato type of thing. And then for like a dessert, it would be like non-dairy ice cream or, you know, ice cream. And if I had to just pick one, I'd choose the ice cream for sure. I have an ice cream problem. Love it so much. Your favorite food's pizza? Yeah, that's pretty good too. Oh, cranberry sauce? I'll pass on that. Yeah, I tried it. Just I don't have a problem with cranberries. All right. All right. A little cranberry juice. That's okay. Yeah, but I'd pass on that. I feel like it would take away from the stuffing or the dressing. Like a lot of people, well, a lot of people in my family put the cranberry sauce on the dressing. It's just like, oh my gosh, you're ruining the dressing or the stuffing because that's the best part of that meal, I will say, in my opinion. You quit pretty much all carbs. Okay. Wow, that would be so hard for me. No bread, no flour, no sugar. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah. The bread, the no flour, yeah, and the no sugar. I do try to avoid those things. I try to. I did buy like a baguette the other day. So, but other than that, I try not to, yeah, eat bread. I do have like carbs because of like chickpeas and lentils and stuff. But yeah, other than that, I usually don't buy bread or anything like that. Or like I used to be into tortillas a lot, and I like so I try to avoid the flour. Try to avoid the sugar. Easier said than done, but nice. You can't have bread too soft. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I agree wholeheartedly with the jelly sentiments. You don't need jelly. Yeah, me neither. Summer home. Hello. Hello, hello. Happy summer. Hope you're enjoying. Actually, veggie dogs, I would eat one of those I would eat one of those. I wouldn't like choose to eat it, but if it was the only thing I had, okay, I would. But yeah, hot dogs, no, ew, gross. But yeah, veggie dogs are all right. I've made in the past, like I've just like put a carrot in the air fryer, like, you know, a really long one, and just like toasted, fried, air fried the hell out of that thing, and wrapped that up as like a sandwich before, or like a carrot dog, I guess it would be. I've done that. I like both, but I really like sweet things. I have a big sweet tooth. Yeah. Uh-huh. Um, I think I have seen her before, but I'm not like super familiar. I think probably because like even people that I don't follow and stuff, obviously they'll like show up in my feed. I feel like I've seen that name before. I guess I should know her, huh? Apparently. Um, what's prettier, pizza or ice cream? What do you mean? What's prettier in general? I don't know. I think they can both look pretty glorious. Both of them. Yeah. Spaghetti's your favorite, but pizza any day too. Yeah, spaghetti's pretty good too. I would take pizza over spaghetti though if I had to choose between those two. But I do love pasta. All the pasta. Love it. Love it. Ah, it is. It seriously is. Like sugar and caffeine are so addicted. Like people are addicted to those things, and you know, I don't even think they really realize it. Like, so yes, I agree. I agree. Ketchup can I could do without. I don't ever seek it out. If I have to use ketchup, I put a bunch of pepper in it. Yeah. Like if that's the only. Yeah, and I would rather just leave it off, to be honest. And I don't really like tomatoes either. So, no to even veggie dogs because they resemble a hot dog and then it makes you think. Yeah. It's something this shape. Veggie burgers are really good though. Veggie burgers are very good. Especially the mushroom burger where it's literally just like a mushroom cap and like a burger shape, obviously. It's a circle. Those are really good. Barbecue sauce, sweet and sour sauce, and honey mustard are 1,000%, all of them. Love honey mustard, but I try to avoid honey too. Sweet and sour, amazing. Yeah, barbecue sauce, pretty good too. All of those, but I would say ranch is the best condiment. All right. Oh, carrot sandwiches. Yeah, carrot sandwich. That sounds good too. That sounds yummy. Yeah, I'm all about it. Yep, coffee. Yep, coffee's good too. And I want to find like a really, really good decaf coffee because honestly, I don't like a shit ton of caffeine because I just get to like jittery. And I don't like it, but I love coffee too. Um, you know what's really good is I think it's called Creo Brew, but you brew it like coffee, but it's cocoa beans. It's cacao. That is really good. And there isn't caffeine in it. So you still get like a stimulant from it, you know, and a little bit of like feels like an energy jolt or like what you would get from caffeine, but you don't get all the negative like side effects that caffeine can give you. So yeah, Creo. It's CRIO brew. I've gotten it on like Amazon and stuff, but it's really good. That's really, and it tastes like you're drinking like chocolate, like a chocolate drink. It's really, really good. And yeah, if anybody else has negative effects from caffeine or like too much caffeine, it's a really good like alternative. And I've mixed it before too with like actual coffee as well. So yes, yes. Hey Darren, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Thanks for stopping by. From Mississippi. That's funny too. But you live in Texas now. I hope you have your power and everything where you are in Texas. You haven't had to deal with any power outages or anything like that. That'd be shitty. But yeah, yeehaw! Still in the South though. But what I was gonna say, no, that's funny. You being from Mississippi because my dog, she's a rescue. She's originally from Mississippi. So yeah, now up here in Minnesota. How you been? What's going on? What's good? Thanks again for joining. As a Minnesotan, yeah. Oh, ranch on everything. And I honestly feel like I am part of ranch really becoming so popular because I was putting ranch on like fries and everything. And I was obsessed with it. I needed to have like ranch on the side. I was like 13. I was like, I was about to say 30 years ago, not 30 years ago. I'm not that old yet. That was like 20 years ago. Okay? Before it became like mainstream popular. All right. So I'm not taking full credit, obviously, but I was part of that push. I was part of the ranch push. Like in the ranch community, like I feel like I'm definitely like one of the board members, one of the founding like members or something, you know? Yeah. In my made up mind, but seriously. And I was really, really happy because that was one thing that I had to give up when I went vegan. Because at that time, there was no, I think there was vegan ranch, but it was like shit vegan ranch. So that was a thing that was really hard to give up going vegan was ranch. But now there's really good vegan ranch out there. So I'm really happy about it. Mm-hmm. I know we're all hungry now. I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. Yeah. Oh man, it's almost been an hour and a half too. What else did I want to talk about? Because we've gone all across the board, but I love that. It's really fun. I absolutely love it. That's why it's like sports, astrology, beyond, everywhere. All right, looking at my nerd notes. I think we talked about everything, at least regarding the Vikings, that I kind of wanted to talk about. The wide receiver 3, Jalen Naylor. I'm hearing rumblings about wide receiver 3. I feel like, did I talk about that? Maybe we just kind of glossed over it. Oh, Chris Carter was over Kirk Cousins. Well, thank you, Chris Carter, for coming in there finally. Yeah, we're over him too. Good riddance. Bye. And then the Olympics touched on that, but Team USA basketball, they did beat Serbia. They were playing Luka. You know, Luka was on Serbia because he's Serbian, obviously. But Team USA. Oh, I just sounded really Minnesotan there. I do not like that. Team USA beat Serbia 110-84. So I don't think Anthony Edwards started either for Team USA basketball team. Anyway, I think that was the only other thing in my nerd notes that I didn't touch on. So, JJ, I appreciate that. That's so nice, especially coming from somebody that is so cool yourself. I appreciate that. Back at you. Yes, thank you for saying that. I am definitely gonna try to come again. Yeah, it was really fun last year. I enjoyed it. So I am going to try my best to make it. And I plan on being there unless something comes up. But yeah, plan on being there. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, the game. Everybody's going to the game again? I still am like on this like, well, I don't want to give them money until they do something. But they did get rid of Cousins. So I could make an appearance. But it's like they need, you know what? The Vikings need to like sponsor the YouTube people going to the game. Give us our own little area. We can live stream in there or something. I'm not going to show the game because that's not part of the NFL rules, right? Why don't they do that? Why don't we ask them to do that? Can't we get like media passes? Come on. We're media people. We'll see about the game. I'm still just like a little bitter. Like I don't want to give them any money because they haven't done anything. But I will say, again, people, just a reminder, when they do those like whiteouts and stuff, number one, I feel like it's kind of like they never win when that happens. And number two, it's just a way for them to try to get more money. Okay? By being like, oh, you need to buy this white t-shirt that says Vikings, that says Skol on it. And it's like, that's, you got to be wearing your purple or gold. Yes, white is part of the uniform. It's in there a little bit, but like this t-shirt, okay, that I have on, it's on the little horn part. Okay, it's minimal. No, you need to wear the purple and the gold. Those are the colors. And yeah, they're just trying to get more money from you. All right, going to the Vikings 49ers game. That ought to be good. Did I? Okay, let me go back to my predictions. I think I have them losing that game. Let's see. Where is it? Wait a minute. Did I not? Wait, when is that game? Why isn't it on my predictions? What the hell? Okay, you know what's really funny too is right next to the predictions that I was writing down in my nerd notes, I had a note about white uniforms. Right here. I was beasting about it then. Okay. Oh, because I was doing that's when I was doing NBA stuff. Predictions. Okay. That's so funny. That's why you have to take notes, because then you can go back and look and then put dates on your notes as well. So then you'll know. But all right. Vikings 49ers game. When is that? I was trying to look back and see when it is, but a lot of notes. Never had that form of coffee. It's not an energy drink. Which form? What do you mean? The Creo brew? The Creo brew is not coffee. You brew it like you do coffee, but it's cocoa beans. It's not coffee beans. Yeah, you should try it though. It's different, but it's really good. Oh, never mind. I get what you mean. You've never had the negative effect from coffee. Gotcha. All right, I stand corrected. It's not an energy drink. Yeah. Those, oh my gosh. I remember the first time that I had a Red Bull, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was like, in high school or whatever. Like, oh my God. I would never be able to have that much caffeine now. Brown sugar and butter sandwich. Ooh, that actually sounds really, really good. Really good. Is that similar? Well, I was going to say, is that similar to fairy bread? But fairy bread, I think, is like butter and sprinkles, right? That sounds really good. I used to really, really love making like cinnamon sugar toast. Like, obviously toast, butter, and then cinnamon sugar. So yeah, brown sugar and butter sandwiches. That sounds really good. Yeah, brown sugar. Really good. I mean, that's fine. That's fine if you do. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's like very clean looking, obviously. And that's just another thing with the uniforms. They get all dirty looking, right? Right away. That's fine. It's just my friendly reminder that it's just another way for them to try to make money and sell more stuff. Oh, brown sugar and peanut butter. Yum. Mm-hmm. That'd be good. That's like kicking it up a little bit, a notch. Or cinnamon too. I love cinnamon. I know. There is, well, that's true. There isn't. But in the whole shirt that I'm wearing, though, what's the main color? The main color is purple. But yeah, the only part of the shirt I was saying that's white is the Viking guy. But yeah, you're right. The Viking guy doesn't really have much purple on him either. I suppose they had to. Maybe they could have made the headband white, and then they could have made the horns purple. That'd be pretty cool. Purple horns. Okay, why don't I have that written down? Like, was I not writing down the right schedule? That's so weird. That is so weird. I do not have that written down in my schedule. I want to know what I was looking at. Like, did I miss one? Am I looking at this like, no. Backwards? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had to go back another page. I was like, that looks weird. Okay, so this is continued. Also, I put continued over here. So it's like, look at your own notes. Okay, I left myself notes I didn't even look at. All right. If I turn the page and actually go to week 1 over here. All right. Yeah, Giants. I have them winning versus San Francisco, but I put a question mark by it. So, if you're going to that game, JJ, I definitely hope they win. All right. That's so funny. Yes, and then Texans week 3 with Stephon Diggs and Case Keenum. Love them. And the Texans too have now taken the Buffalo Bills place as my number 2 team. And no, wait. I think weren't the Jacksonville Jags my number 2 team? Or were they still tied with Buffalo for being my number 2 team? Well, whatever. Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jaguars are the teams that I root for when the Vikings are done and dusted, or when they're not playing. But yeah, Stephon Diggs and Case Keenum return. So September 15th is the Vikings and Niners game. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, so at Giants versus San Francisco, then versus the Texans home, I should just say, and then at Green Bay versus, and then at home versus the Jets, bye week, and then hosting the Lions, at the Rams, hosting the Colts at Jacksonville. That game's in London, right? Isn't that the London game? Is that the London game? During that broadcast, I'll probably have to bring back talking like this the whole entire time. I did that the last time, and that was kind of fun. I found it to be a little enjoyable. Might have to bring that back during that stream. So yeah, and then I have the Vikings going 8-9. I mean, if they got to 8-9, that'd be good. But yeah, I will say these pens that I've been using, which I really enjoy, these Papermate pens. Some of the colors that are a little bit lighter, they're not really showing up anymore. Maybe the notebook has been in the sun a little bit too much as well. Anywho, what else does everybody have? It's an hour and a half, been at it, so I just wanted to pop on today because obviously NFL season is back, training camp is back. Like I said at the beginning, I am planning on doing the live streams during the games again. Going full steam with that. I will continue to do planetary pregame and continue with that. Oh, thanks, Mars. That's so nice. Buy some regular pure tahini. I think you'll like it. I will. Yes, thank you for that. That is so nice. That's very generous of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I will definitely make a point to go and buy that. I suppose, yeah, I mean, they should have it at like any store. I'm just going to go in that aisle. I will make a point of it. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I will have to report back as well. And I'm pretty sure I've had it as well because I like that like sauce. They put that on gyros and stuff normally, but I just don't like the cucumber part that maybe they're making it wrong everywhere I've had it. Ah. But yeah, I have to go get it. Anyway, the pure tahini. Key. That is key. Sesame butter. I love sesame seeds too. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You also have the Vikings going 8-9. Yeah, and it's kind of like par of the course, right? For Minnesota. Like, okay, pretty much even Steven. Like, okay, great. Like, all right. Thank you. Skol for life. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, very much. H11, what do you got? Cousins just got no. No. Don't. That is a nightmare. If I've ever heard it, please. No. Don't even kid about it. Don't. They just got rid of him. Don't say that. Finally, they got the third stooge out of here. When Spielman was canned and Zimmer was canned, they needed to get rid of the third stooge, and they left him there on stage on his own. He's sitting there. Line? I don't know what to do, you guys, without you. No, they should have gotten rid of all three of them. But better late than never. Don't say that. Don't scare us like that. That's hilarious. Yum. I'm probably going to start doing that too. Because I've done that with like cashew butter, for example. And I used to do that with peanut butter. Yeah. Yum. I can't wait. I'm excited. Thank you, JJ. Yes. Best nephew around. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was great to catch up with everybody, and the NFL season rather, is back already, but seriously, say that every single year. It's going to be game 1 before we know it. So yeah, looking forward to it. I hope it's a good season, at least for the Vikings. Hope it's entertaining, and yeah, everybody stays as healthy as possible and all that good stuff. So we shall see what happens. But again, great catching up with everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Hope it's a fun day for you and a great week ahead. And I will catch everybody next time. Mark, appreciate that. Once again, you're the best. Can't wait to get that tahini. Yeah, I'm going to go get it. And go subscribe, JJ's channel. All right. Also, Vocal Bike Raps channel. All the people. All right. Until next time. Hopefully next weekend. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to try to pop in definitely a lot more now because the season is upon us. And I'm excited to do the planetary pregame as well. Upcoming season, do some predictions, see what happens. But all right, everybody. Long Minnesota goodbye. I appreciate you all. Take care. Until next time. All right. Peace out. Go check out my other channel too, Tarot with Jade. All right. Check it out.